Welcome to week 17, part C. Here are your answers. A is -3, B is -2, C is 2, D is 4, E is -15 over 100, F is -0.35, G is -6 1/4, and H is -1/6. Then on the back, number 1 is 10 over 100 or 0.10 hundredths. Okay, so for A, since the answer is -3, we're going to draw a number line, right? We're going to start from 5. Since the second number is bigger than the first, it's going to become a negative. So you subtract 5 by itself, and then 3 is left over. So the answer is -3. For B, we're going to draw the number line as well. And if you can think about it, it's like the house is already like below sea level, and it's just going, but you're removing weight, so it's going to go up. So -4 minus 2 is -2. And that's your answer. For C, we're going to do the same thing, draw the number line. And we're going to start from 5. And we're going to subtract 3. Since the second number isn't bigger than the first, it's just going to stay a positive. And the answer is going to be 2. For D, the same thing. You're going to draw the number line. You're going to start from -7. You're going to subtract it by itself to get 0. And then you're going to add 4, which is left over, and you're going to get +4. So for E, we're going to use yellow. Okay, so you turn 0.55 into a fraction, or you turn 2/5 into a fraction if you want. So it's -55 over 100, and then we're going to have to convert 2/5 because it has a different denominator or unlike denominators. And we're going to multiply that by 20 to get 100, and then 20 times 2 is 40, so it's going to be 40 over 100. Now we're going to draw the number line, and you're going to start from 55, and you're going to subtract 40 to get, -55, sorry. You're going to subtract 40 to get -15, which is your answer, over 100. So for F, it's 0.4 and then 3/4 in a fraction. 3/4, wait, hold up. And 3/4 in a decimal is 0.75. So the new problem is 0.4 minus 0.75. So if you do that on the number line, it's It's 0.4, and you subtract 0.4 to get 0, and then what's left over is -0.35, and your answer is going to be -0.35. So now Alicia is going to be doing G and H. Okay, ready? Go. Okay, so Alicia is writing or drawing the number line. So we have to convert 1/2. So it can be equivalent to 3/4 now. And you're going to multiply 1/2 times 2, which equals 2/4. So the new problem is going to be, so you can write it next to H. The new problem is going to be 3 2/4 plus -9 3/4. Okay, so now she's going to be drawing the number line, which she already did. Okay, so she's going to start from, in the positive, she's going to start from 3 2/4. And she's gonna subtract 3 2/4 by itself to get 0. Get out! Okay, so now what's left over of that is negative 6 1/4. Well, 6 1/4, but that's going to become a negative. And you're going to get your answer, which is negative 6 1/4. Okay, so we're going to go with H, and we're going to convert 2/3. Oops. 2/3.
You have to go to another
Because
one.
they have unlike
There will be no
denominators.
teachers in here, so you have to go to another one.
Get out the room, boy!
Okay, so for H, 2/3. Hold up, because I don't want this to be like that. Okay. So 2/3. You want it to be the same denominator as the 6. So we're going to multiply that by 2. And you're going to get 4, 6. And the new problem will be 4/6 minus 5/6. So honestly, you don't really have to do a number line for this one, because if you do 5 minus 4, it's going to be 1. But since it's the opposite, you just like drop that negative. So it's just going to be negative 1/6. But if you want to do it on the number line, you start from 4/6. And you subtract 4/6 to get 0, and then you subtract 1/6 to get negative 1/6. On the back it says, Kenny walked 2/5 a mile in 15 minutes. Malik walked 1/4 a mile in 10 minutes. What was the difference in their speeds in miles per hour?
Show your work.
Shut up. So we're going to start off with, sorry guys, get out, you too.
I love you.
Okay, so we're going to start off with Kenny, and we're going to draw the table, the ratio table, and we're going to start with 2/5 and 15. And since it says in miles per hour, there's 60 minutes in an hour, so we're just going to go ahead and draw that there. And we're going to multiply this by 4 now to get 60, and you're going to do the same thing to the top, which is going to give you 8/5, which is equivalent to 1 3/5. So we're going to do the same thing for Malik. So we're going to do 1 4 and 10 times 6, because 60 right here, and then you're going to get 6/4, which is equivalent to 1 2/4. Okay, so I'm going to clear the page really quick. Oh, there's more space over here. Okay, so now what we're going to do, once we have 1 3/5 minus 1 2/4, is that we're going to convert them because they're not the same denominator. So we're going to start with 3/5, and we're going to multiply that by 20 to get 60 over 100. And then the 2/4, we're going to multiply by 25 to get 50 over 100. So the new problem is going to be 1 60 over 100 minus 1 50 over 100, which you don't have to do it on the number line since you already know. It's going to become 10 hundredths or 0.10 as your answer. Special thanks to Jaden and Jamie for ruining the video more than 5 times. Get out. Bye.